Hello everyone, hope you are having a good day so far. Here we are again today to take a walk around one of the lakes. So before that, just let me show you there is this kind of temple at the entrance of the lake. This says Sri Swameswara Swami Devasthana, Panathur, Bangalore. This is Lord Shiva's temple just at the entrance of the lake, and as you read, the location is Panathur. Where is it situated? It is between Marathahalli and Bellandur if you stay in Bangalore. So it falls in between those two and near Varthur as well. So here we are entering the park. This is a kind of lake plus park where you can see multiple people walking around whenever you come, almost throughout the day. What doesn't matter which part of the day you come, you will see people walking around here. So just look at this incredible view. I hope we should have come little earlier because it's slightly late. Yes, there are so many people walking around. I thought let me come slightly late to cover it up. But if you come early in the morning, these flowers will be opened up totally and then they will look even more beautiful. But look at the view. It's clear skies and it is sunny. And then let's just take a walk around the park and show me what it offers. So it is having two entrances. One is coming from Panathur S cross. So this is hardly 100 meters away from the S cross. This is one of the entrance, and there is another entrance which comes from Boganahalli road. So there are two entrances, and then if the park is mostly open throughout the day, you can come with your kids, you can come with your family, you can come with your cycles if you have. You can take a walk or ride around the park. It is like pretty breezy and it is very calm, and then you will not have any noise around the park anytime because it is slightly off the main road, so that's why it is offering calmness and then peacefulness. Even you can, as I said, like you can bring your cycles along with your kids, just show them the nature, and you can see the beautiful lotus flowers here. So it will make your day even better than what else you are having so far. So uh, again, coming back to the location, and then we have covered so far entrances. So let's go back to the main thing. So when was this open? It was open from quite long time, but since there are the road is not so good earlier, so less people used to come. So now they have made this gravel, I think 6 months to an year back, and then now it is far more better than how it used to be earlier. So it is very much walkable, and I highly recommend if you are staying nearby Panathur, Boganhalli or some other place, or towards Panathur Dinne as well. So this is the place where you can walk peacefully without being bothered or without being disturbed by anybody. Like you might be running in gyms and doing workouts there, but especially for walking and running, I recommend this place because this offers gravel road. So rather than cement or concrete roads or even tar roads, this is the best place to walk, especially in terms of long long duration walks and long life. Because if you walk on cement or tar roads, your knees will go for a toss and you will start getting knee pains in future. So that's why it is always recommended to take a walk on gravel roads or mud roads. So look at this. This is one of the junction. It looks beautiful. See, there is a small distraction, or not like distraction, diversion, and this is, if you can zoom in, this is another entrance which comes from Boganahalli road. But today we are going to take you through this diverted road, which is having, see how beautiful the road looks. So we are going to show you another interesting part of the park, which is the island. Just look how beautiful how much greenery it is having. See, literally out of, it looks like fallen out of sky, just in the middle of the park. It has no reachability. You can't go there unless you have some boat or unless you are Superman, where you can fly and jump to the place. So, and look this one. This is, there are kind of 3 different parts of the park where the water is segregated. The one which you see, the farthest one, that is part 1, and the one which you see here, this is part 2, and the one which you see, this one, this is the big one. This is kind of, it gets more filtered water than the other parts, because these stones, they are kind of filtering away all the dust and particles which are there. So if you can see here, this is another walkway. So you have to be careful when you are walking here along with kids, because these are slippery. And again, look at these beautiful lotus flowers. Simple. How beautiful. Now let's take a walk around this stony road. So you have to be very careful. These are not so slippery, but again you have to, since they are uneven, you have to be careful. Sometimes you will see people fishing around here. So if you can bring your kid, and when you find some fishermen, you can show how the fishing is done. Look at this. That is where we came from. Just look around. That's beautiful sunny day. How gorgeous it is. Here we are again in the center of the park, where you will find this place. You can sit calmly and you can do yoga or whatever you want to do. This is another peaceful place of the park where people will be spending their time with the nature. So again, look at this beautiful view and beautiful reflection of the trees. Again, we found another rocky area where you can see this slippery or uneven rocks. So again, you have to be careful, but it is worth spending some time here if you live around. And you have to be careful because there are multiple animals living around here. So there might be, I can say, around thousands of fishes will be there, and again there are more than hundreds of birds, especially cranes and eagles, those sort of, maybe flamingos, I don't know what to name them, but so many animals. And again there are dozens of snakes. Yes, snakes. I know how you feel as soon as you hear the word snakes. So but again, you might be feeling like as soon as you feel that there are snakes, you might try to avoid coming to the park. That's just an excuse. Don't feel like there are so many snakes or like they are poisonous snakes. Most of them are non-poisonous, and you hardly find them, I don't know, once in 3 months. I don't even feel like you will find a snake when you come during kind of peak time, like morning before 9 o'clock and evenings. If you come, because there will be so many other people, you will not find them. So don't try to take it as an excuse and try to skip it. So again, look at this, another beautiful part of the park. And right next to me there is a cemetery, but I don't want to show you guys because some people will feel offended. And again, don't take it as an excuse to skip to come to the park, because as soon as you hear the words cemetery, some people will take it as a bad on them. But let me show you the top upper part of the cemetery. See, it's doesn't literally look like, right? Isn't it? It looks like literally forest. So I take it in the other way around. Just like every coin has different side of it, so I'll take it in the positive way. So let me explain how. So every day I walk through the cemetery to come to the park, and it helps me stay grounded. You can ask me how, like what is the reason, how it helps you to stay grounded. Because when you see those what are statues or those people laying there, it doesn't matter what job, what position, what part of the world you come from, or what is your status, or how much you earn. You may be the president of the United States, or maybe president of the whole planet Earth or the universe. At the end of the day, this is the place you will be sleeping. It may be early for some people, it may be late for somebody, but again, this is where you will be coming and sleeping. So you have to stay grounded, be humble, be kind, be gentle, be respectful for each other. So that's how I will take this. As soon as I see this, I feel like, yeah, I will forget everything and then come back to the basics. So this helps me stay grounded. So that's how I will take it. Again, it's up to you how you want to take it. So, and actually, let me come back to the park. Here is another entrance where you can go and take a close look at it if you want. And this is kind of another entrance which used to be exist earlier, but now it is no more. They have fenced it. And coming back to these fences, I think if I am not wrong, less than a year back these were fenced. Before there is no fencing, and not even this gravel road. It used to be very bouncy, up and down, uneven, not walkable. So very less people used to come, but now they have made this beautiful stone borders and even the fencing. So that's why we are now able to walk properly. So we are, and as you can see, this is a train track which we are looking at just behind the trees, the Panathur railway station. So you might be hearing train sounds sometimes, and even if you can see this pillar which says IR, Indian Railways. So this is kind of the right side of the pillar belongs to Indian Railways, the left side of the pillar belongs to maybe the park or to the government. So that is central government property. So that's what, these are some of the improvements they have made by making fence and again the border. But I think since the right side of the part doesn't belong to them, they are not able to do any fencing. Also there are so many plants like flowers, even fruits, and sometimes I see people plucking some roots which will be helpful for their health, like diabetes and whatever, like maybe even for brushing their tooth. So those, so many things I used to see people plucking around here. So even if you want something, you can find something which is interesting for you. And look at this place, just amazing, isn't it? You can see both sides of the trees, they are shaking their hands with each other. Again, this brings me to another kind of story, or maybe some kind of lesson. So like if you see them, they are literally shaking each other's hands. So in your life also, if you find somebody, and if you, whether it can be friend or a family or it can be partners, whoever it is, unless you have that harmony of living with each other by adjusting or by making harmony in your life, this is how it looks like. But if you try to make it like two walls bending on each other or fighting against each other, definitely one wall will fall down earlier, and even since there is no support, once the wall falls, the other wall also will fall sooner or later. So that is how I look at this. But again, look at this incredible view. So I don't like which part of the country or which part of the city you live in. If you have something like this around you, maybe a ground or a park or a lake or whatever it is, just go around, take a break, take a walk, and make yourself more comfortable and more pleasant. And there are so many people which I met across when I was walking around this. At least I have walked, I don't know, like maybe 2000-3000 kilometers around this park because I have been coming here from quite long. You can see there is a train passing by. We are on time. Fortunate to found this train. So this is, yeah, like as I'm explaining, like I met so many people and so many inspirational people, so many stories I have shared with them. I learned so much from those people. So it's not like you have to find some Einstein or maybe some rocket scientist to find some inspiration. Even for the people who are around you, you can find so much inspiration. That's what I found here. So here we are going to go through another outstanding view of the lake. Let me take you here. If you can see, there is a small extension of the landslide towards the park, and if you just come here and stand, you will feel literally like you are standing at the end of the world. Just look at that and look at their reflections. That's a beautiful, beautiful day out here. I hope you are here just to witness and feel the breeze and look at those birds. You will find so many birds just taking off from the water, especially in the early mornings. And just like how airplane takes off, you can find so many birds. Even they do fishing themselves, and then you can see them catching the fish and eating them. So if that will be kind of lesson for your kids. So this is literally, I'm exactly standing at the edge. So this is literally out of nowhere. You just need to come and just spend some time and make yourself relaxed. So this is one of the favorite spot. So I see many people doing and coming here and sitting yoga, just closing their ears and spending some time here, and just go back and start your day fresh. And I think there are some ways or some things they can do which will improve the park, especially the road. The gravel is not even some parts of the place, so we have to make it more even, and then so that people can walk peacefully without twisting their legs or ankles. Or maybe they can put some stones, the square shaped or octagon shaped stones which you see. So probably they can fix them so that people can walk more peacefully. And maybe they can put a couple of chairs or tables so that old people, when they walk, they can sit around, because there are no chairs or no tables around here. That is, I can say, one of the disadvantages. So especially for elder people, I think this is the only stone in the whole park, so where table kind of thing, so you can sit here, but it is not like proper chair or something. And here is another thing where people are working on making carving for temple. There is a temple coming up nearby, Panathur post office, the Sri Rama temple. So here is the place where they are trying to make the pillars and statues and carvings. So these guys are working from almost from last 5 years. And initially I used to think like, why these guys are taking this much long. So I thought maybe they are taking it slowly, or maybe they are taking it too many breaks and then doing the work. No, but it looks like they have to be very careful. If you can see the stone size, you have to be very careful with each and every move you make, because with one small mistake they have to throw the whole stone away. So that's why this is another lesson. If you want to do great things in your life, you need to have so much patience. You have to wait for it. They are already working from 5 years, and I don't think it will finish sooner, at least another 3 to 5 years to make it. So you imagine, just to make one simple small temple, they are taking 10 years. How much patience you need and how much skill you need, so that you don't waste resources. So that is another thing which I found here interesting. And we are kind of coming to the end of the park. I hope you had good time watching this video, and I hope you take some good things out of this, and we'll try to come up with more such videos. That's it for now. So that is the end of the park. It's actually a circle. You can take full round. It is approximately 1.1 kilometer if you take one full circle. So I had so many memories. I thought, why not make a video, because I have been here from quite long. I can say almost 12 plus years in this area. So, and if you are wondering who is this guy, let me try to tilt the camera and see myself. I hope you can see myself. This is me. I'm Srinivas. If you see me around, if you are staying in and around Panathur, if you see me, then you can wave your hand. Probably we can take a walk around the same park. And if you are some other part of the world, we have some other ways to catch up. So that's it for now. Signing off. Bye bye.